Hi, welcome. Most of us want good returns, but we don't want good risk. We want low risk. Yes, we are ready to invest for a better return, but a decent risk can be really an exciting factor for all of us because if we want high return, we are definitely need to take higher risk because especially we try to focus on small caps. Small caps are the stocks because our investments are low and we are able to take better risk. Longer term basis we expect and we see good returns, but identifying such a stock which can give multi-bagger returns is very tough and high risk also. We can mitigate that risk by looking at small cap mutual fund, but small cap mutual fund also, when market falls, the correction also will be damaging to our account. But what if I say the damage will be less, then but return will be higher? Are we not interested in looking at such an opportunity? Yes, I think it attracts most of us, right? Mutual fund companies, mutual funds have been innovatively thinking about mitigating the risk and maximizing the profit and announcing new funds, new ways of looking at investments, and really doing an innovative way of introducing new funds. When I'm doing such a research, I found such a good, interesting mutual fund. I could not stop sharing this with you because as soon as I've done the study, I've immediately purchased, made a lump sum investment, and also going to join in the SIP bandwagon in that particular fund. This fund has been recently started, and the analysis has shown that it's really worth considering, looking at it and going for it. At least the way you look at it, your risk profile, you can go and consider taking some sort of bet on this from a maybe shorter term, medium term, long term perspective as well. It will reduce your work of identifying risky small cap stock, rather than do research on such a mutual fund which really invests in that risky small cap stocks, and downside risk is also mitigated by way of introducing quality small cap stocks. Getting a quality small cap stock is very tough, and such a fund which is focusing on small cap, which can give better return, and the past historical performance of that small cap quality stock index itself compared to the small cap index has been really surprising and interesting also, because the returns also is better than the small cap index. Because a small cap index, we all know that it gives better return, but quality small cap index will give better return than small cap index. What more one can ask for, right? Let me show you that particular fund. As you all know, I use fundsbazaar.com. It's a free mutual fund platform. Anyone can open a free account in this. So when I searched in this particular fund for a small cap 250 quality 50 index fund, so this is the fund which is launched just less than an year. DSP Nifty small cap 250 quality 50 index fund. What is this? A small cap index has 250 stocks in it. So there is a Nifty small cap 250 index. Nifty small cap 250 index, when market falls, that also falls heavy. But when market comes back and makes new highs and small cap index really does well, it does more stronger than Nifty, more stronger than a mid cap. This we all of us know. But the downside risk is what really disturbs us. And if we select small cap quality 50 stocks from this small cap 250 stocks, how interesting it will be. That means from the small cap world, small cap group segment, we are just selecting 50 stocks which are quality based on consistency in earnings, based on low debt to equity, based on the return on equity and various other parameters. Such stocks historically last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years history has been studied. Even I've seen such a data, and that data shows that small cap 250 gives better return than Nifty 50, better return than Nifty mid cap 50. But Nifty small cap 250 quality 50 index has given better return than Nifty small cap 250 index. So that's a very clear indication you are having quality and you have a concentrated focus on only quality stocks. We all know that if the portfolio is big in size, the returns also will get averaged out. But if the portfolio is small and concentrated, please remember what Mr. Monish Pabrai said. Focused, concentrated, quality stocks can give multi-bagger returns, good returns. Now, this particular fund is focusing on quality 50 from among Nifty small cap 250 stocks. It's really interesting. When market falls, Nifty small cap 50 to 250 has fallen heavily, but Nifty small cap 250 quality 50 index has fallen less than that. That indicates that it's worth considering quality 50 because we want great returns but we want lesser risk. Now most of us want aggressive investments, but aggressive investments with a lower side risk can be really an exciting opportunity for all of us. Please do your research. I am not a SEBI analyst. Please consult your financial advisor. Go through this particular Nifty small cap 250 quality 50 index fund. It's really interesting. What's more is the expense ratio for this particular fund is good. Generally a high theme mutual fund like defense or power or infra are having little higher expense ratio, but whereas this fund has a lesser expense ratio because it is just replicating the index. It's more like a passive fund. So such fund with a lower expense ratio, lower downside risk than the main index, and higher return than the main index of small cap 250 really excited me in this particular fund. See the expense ratio, it is just 1%, and it just started about 9 months old, and in the SIP has given 57% return, and 1 lakh invested about 9 months ago is today 1,35,680. But this is because the market has been very favorable in the last 6 months to 9 months, so we cannot take this indication. But on a longer term basis, the index performance in the last 10-20 years has been very good. But the fund which is replicating this particular index has been just started by DSP guys, DSP mutual fund. So it's worth considering. Please do your research, please do the studies, and then consider this particular mutual fund. If it suits your risk profile, you can just look at it and have a certain percentage in your portfolio allocation, especially in the mutual funds. We can see that Nifty small cap 250 quality 50 index has moved like this, but DSP small cap 250 quality 50 index has moved more than that particular quality 50 index itself. So that's a clear indication that the fund is outperforming even its own index itself. That's really interesting to consider and look at it. And if you see the sector allocation, there are mid cap stocks in this 57% and 43% care 7%, and engineering and capital goods is around 14%, and consumer non-durables is around 10%.